Hi guys, it's Belle here and happy New Year's Eve. Can you believe it? The year's almost done. If you can hear noise in the background, got a house with people in it, so we are just going to try and ignore that and work on today's page. So it is prompt for December 30th from Defemember, hosted by the lovely Barbara at 49 Dragonflies and Louisa Heinzel. I will leave the links down below to both of them. I'm sure you know who they are, but just in case, I'll leave those down below. And today's prompt is envelope flip and secret love letter. Now, got to be honest, guys, I'm feeling a bit out of the creative flow. I have not filmed a creative video, nor have I sat and actually crafted for a week. So my table's been away, my stuff has been put away, my living room's been a place for family, and yes, now everything's out and I was really into the swing of things and enjoying creating, and now I'm like, oh my gosh, I don't know what to do. I've got a general idea, I don't know how it's going to go. We're just going to work with it. We're just going to get ourselves back into the flow of things. And I think I'm going to use this page here because we've got a couple of blank pages. But because of what I want to do, I think it'll work best. It would work on this page too, but we've got something over that one. So we're going to work on this page. So envelope, flip, and secret love letter. The first thing I want to do is I have this, can't even think of the word, junk mail envelope. And I want this to be on the page. So I'm just going to mark where it needs to be cut, which is about here. I'm still going to leave a border. And while I'm at it, well, I wanted that in the middle. It won't be in the middle, so we'll do that in a second. Yep. Will this cut it? Yes, just. Oh, that's a bit of luck. So I don't know, do you get like this, guys, where you don't craft for a little while and you've been in the flow and then all of a sudden you're like, oh no, I don't know what to make. My crafting mojo has abandoned me. I want this kind of in the middle. So we're going to do that. And I found this prompt interesting, again, because I kind of film ahead. I haven't seen what anyone's done. Yeah, I found this interesting. I had a couple of ideas, but nothing seemed to fit in my head. Like, nothing made me go, oh yeah, that's it. Which is what normally happens. When the right idea hits me, I'm like, of course, that's what it should be. And sometimes it can be the smallest thing. Yeah, I want a border just because I like a border. And this is so chunky, I don't want anything too near the spine there. We're going to leave this blue because I like it, but we are going to remove this. We don't need this. We're going to replace it. It's a bit annoying that it's, normally these come off very, very easily. This one must have been a more quality envelope. Come on. That's just not working. So I hope you guys, wherever you are and whatever you did, had a wonderful festive period. If you do celebrate Christmas or some other festival around this time of year. I'm just going to cut that because it's not ripping out. I hope you had a wonderful one. We did, but if I'm honest, I'm now very, very tired. Yeah, had all the kids, the family, the in-laws, you know, my soon-to-be son-in-law, everyone here for several days of food, games, laughter, catching up. It was a good time, but also, ooh, was it tiring. Okay, so we've got that. Now what I want to do is, because it said love letter, I'm going to be a little bit romantical, which is not my usual go-to, because I'm really not that romantic. My partner is, but I'm not. And I want to write the lyrics of a song that mean a lot to us around the edge of this envelope. And the song I'm going to be doing is Tracy Chapman's For You, from her Fast Car CD. Get record. What do we call them now? CD, record, from her Fast Car record. Let's say that. So I'm going to go write some of the lyrics of that around here, and I'll be back to share that. Okay, so I've written out all those lyrics. If you haven't heard that song, go check that out. It is worth a listen. And now what I want to do is, I want to actually, because it's meant to be a secret love letter, I'm going to use some tea bags and also some vintage sewing pattern paper. You know, pull that back out again. And I am going to Mod Podge these on top of here. I don't even mind the bit in the middle because I'll cut that out. That's fine. So we're going to Mod Podge these on top of here. And I don't think I've used a pen that's completely waterproof. But you know what? That's fine as well. I don't mind that. But we're going to make it secret. Like, I know these are under here. I know these words are under here. But it's going to be difficult to read them. Which, you know, that's the whole point of something secret. And as I said, I'm being a bit romantical in this one. Much, I'm sure, to my family's surprise. I'm really not the romantic one in the relationship. My partner is very romantic. But I just don't like all that kind of, like, for me, all that kind of stuff. I do try. But, like, I don't like romance books. Oh, I really get annoyed when I'm reading a book and it's a really good book and then next thing you know, there's a romance in it. I'm like, why? Why are you doing that? We don't need the romance. Even in, like, cozy murder mysteries that I really enjoy, there's always seems to be romance in them. I just don't want it. It's not something I enjoy. Or if it is, I prefer the ones where the romance takes a while and they're friends first and it's not immediate, oh my gosh, she was the most beautiful thing I'd ever seen. You know, that kind of thing. It's like, oh, really? Really? You're supposed to be trying to solve a murder or something else, but you're focused. Like, no, it's not my kind of thing. Don't like it. I mean, each to their own, but it's not. But as this said love letter, I thought for once I'd be a bit romantic. And I have used other pictures in here, family pictures and things, so I thought, why not use a picture or some pictures of me and my partner. Thought that would be quite nice. But a lot of this journal is quite vintage in feel, so I want this to have that vintage feel as well. So we're going to bring in some of that. Now what I've got in my head is that song. It is a wonderful song. As I said, if you haven't heard it, I'll leave it linked down below so you can have a listen. But it holds a lot of a special place in our heart for us. Do I want to bring in a little bit more? We've got a tea bag there. I'm wondering, we've got this 4. I just thought it might be fun to bring it in somewhere. Why not? Yeah, got it in my head. I'm really trying not to sing it, which is never easy for me. Okay, I think that is good. Oh my gosh, I almost put my paintbrush into, where is the lid for the Mod Podge? There it is. Almost put my paintbrush into my tea, which that would not be what I want to eat, drink. So that now has to dry. Oh, we've got a little bit there actually. That didn't go on there. Still got some Mod Podge on here, I think. Hope so. Right, so we're going to leave that to dry. I still haven't done that. We'll ink up the edge. And the other thing that I need to ink up is, so we are going to be using, I found in my stash this teensy envelope. I must have made it because I know I had this paper. It's got a scalloped edge as well, which is quite cute. I don't know when I made this. Oh, and it's using, that's interesting. I don't know how that's going to work. Double-sided sticky tape. I want this to be my flip, so I don't know how that is going to work. I might have to cover that up with something. We'll do something. But the first thing I want to do is, because this is very, very white, and I don't like it, so I'm going to use, you can't see, let me just move you over. So I'm going to use my walnut stain and ink that up. And I'm going to just, let's put some gloves on, shall we? Where's my other one? There it is. Okay, and then we're going to put the envelope in the walnut stain. Surprise, surprise. Oh dear. I need to get into the swing of things soon because I've got Junk Journal January coming up, which I will be doing again this year. So I need to start filming those videos as soon as I've finished the videos for December. We need some more there. So let's do that. Obviously, you could spray this, you could use something else, but I wanted to use this envelope. I do not know how long it has been sitting in my box of random things that I'm always telling myself I'm going to make into ephemera, but so far haven't. Right, okay, what do I want for this? Should we just get a tea bag and soak up the rest of that? Like so, because tea bags dry super quickly, so that's good. So let me dry this and then I'll be back. Okay, so they're both roughly dried, and I've also cut off all the excess of this and inked around both of these with walnut stain. So we have this. Now the first thing I want to do in here is I have some of this packaging. And it was actually from some flowers that I got last year, either for Mother's Day or my birthday. And it's got some roses on here, which I thought would look really nice. It's got that one. That one's really nice. Okay. So we'll have this one. And this is going to go inside that window instead of the other piece that was inside that window. Because, you know, love, romance, roses, all that kind of stuff. I'm only cutting that very roughly. I will cut it down. I just kind of need to size it up first. And I'm also debating, I mean, it's fine there, it's mainly just the edge. I'm also debating if I want to add some alcohol inks to this or not. Because will that still fit in there? Yes, lovely. Because obviously it's a bit, we've got the blue and I want to see the blue, but maybe just a little bit of alcohol ink. Right, let's have a look if I like it or not, shall we? Literally just a smidge. That's all we need. And I'm thinking of bringing in cranberry, or I thought I had sienna or cranberry. I think I want to bring in cranberry because it has that red look to it, and there is going to be something else on here with a little bit of red. I wonder if I could actually get it in the rose itself. I mean, that might be trying to be too kind of perfect, because you know I've done it now. Let's have a look. Do I like that? Down the stem. Okay, let's come back in. It's almost like painting. It's not perfect. It doesn't have to be perfect. Painting with alcohol inks. Let's have a look. Could just do that now. I think I prefer that. I was trying to paint with it and it was too perfect. Okay, for some reason my camera stopped filming, but that's okay because I saw it in time. So we've got a little bit of red. Let's see what it looks like against the blue. Yeah, I actually like that. Okay. And it should be almost dry. I can see a few bits that need to dry. Obviously, I can't actually dry that with my what they called heat tool. Words, Belle, what are words? I also have this cute little envelope. Now again, I found this in my stash. It's just one of those faux kind of old airmail ones. Do you remember that? And I'm going to ink around the edge of this, and this is going to become the flip, because it does say envelope flip, and this is going to become the flip. But here's the thing, we're used to using envelope flips and then you put things in the envelope. I don't want to do this with this one. I don't want to put anything in it at all. So we're actually just going to glue the inside bit just here. Even my glues don't want to work. They're like, we had a break. We can't work now. Whilst all that is drying. And I feel like, and this is actually going to go. I don't know why I inked all of it. We could actually have it with the flowers. No. Don't know why I inked the back. It's actually going to go on the inside of the envelope, like so. Oh, do you know what I should have done? It's okay. I'll work something else out. So on here, I just want to use up some scraps that I had. Now, as it's an image, it's all about me and my partner. You may be thinking, then why are you using a Tim Holtz person? But this is them when they're older. And I thought this would be quite cute, like a nod to us. I mean, we've been together 34 years now, but even more years and years. You know, in another 20 years or so. And this is a scrap. I can't remember what it's from, but it was something we used in here. And this was one of the scraps out. Oh, it was the specimen card. This is from the collaged when we were doing the specimen pocket letter. I knew it was from something. It actually says John Bartholomew on there, which I thought was quite fun. But yeah, so this is reminiscent of us in our really old age, older than we are now. And I want to put this on the front. So again, it's a secret love letter because it just looks like it's a normal, cute collaged envelope piece, when actually inside there will be pictures of me and my partner. So that's they are going to go on the front here. What did I see? I saw something and I thought, oh, do we want to put some of this on here as well, just because I kind of like it. I felt like there was a bit that needed to go over. But the problem is, if we put that on there, it's going to get completely covered up. So let's not. Right, I've got loads of scraps. So let's just pull some scraps and then let's get collaging. I feel like this will work really well. On the front, got to have some of this because I love this stuff. Oh, I want to bring some of this map in. I seriously have to find more. I don't know if they've just put the map onto something to get this beautiful effect, but I need to find some more of that map because I love, and if I don't need all of it, I'm going to cut some of that down. Yeah, because I don't want to waste it. So let's do that. Like so. Maybe over the top of it. This needs to go like that. Yep. Very good, very good, very good. I was thinking of bringing in some wings, just because we've used wings a lot. I kind of love it. Oh, I also had actually a little heart. Where did that heart go? It's a little brown heart, but let's move this a minute. And then let's bring in this. We're going to get Versamark. I have got the Tim Holtz Dauber, but I need to use that more next year. I just always tend to go back to my Versamark pad. It's just what I tend to do. Okay, let's put it on. Sorry, I'm grabbing a piece of paper because we're going to use some embossing powder on there. And this is why I used the red, because I've got this rich red by Heat It Up and it's embossing powder. And I just want to put that on there. And I've realised that when I put my table back together, there they are, I didn't put, I normally have my tweezers right in front here on the box so I can grab them really, really quickly. But I am going to emboss this red heart and then I'll show you what that looks like. Okay, so that is now embossed, like so. I am thinking of bringing that in, like to there maybe. Little heart, little love letter, love, love, love. So not me. It's very strange. I'm doing about bringing in some burlap maybe on top. Wants to come with me. Maybe on top of there. And obviously the red here is picked up with the red around it all, which I think looks cute. Or do I want that instead of this? Maybe. Then we won't see any of that. Bring it in down here. We won't see as much of the brown paper then. Do we want to bring it over here? Just trying lots of different places. Okay, this is just moving everywhere. It's not really working. That. I feel like they don't want this because it won't go where I want it to. I think it looks quite nice on that side though, so haha, we're going to use you. maybe there. Is that too much? We've got some of the vintage book page, which might look really nice. Not book page, vintage book spine. We also have a ticket. No, do you know what? I quite like it as is. Okay, I'm going to stick all that down. Okay, so I stuck everything down, and you can see I added two things. I did a little red cross there because, you know, that represents kisses. And then I added a little bit of black lace under here. Just a tiny bit. Now, this is dry. So let us... I'm trying to work out which side it is. Which side? We cut it out. Right, it's this side. Sorry, I'm trying to work out which way round it was. We are going to glue this into here now because it's dry enough. Like so. I'm going to have to put it in upside down. Which is not so easy to do when I'm basically doing it on black. Let's put something underneath. There we go. Now I can see it better. And then I'll be able to adjust it to have what I want, where I want it. Like that. I think it was actually meant to be the other way, thinking about it, like that with the 4. That's okay, because I can quickly get that up and put it this way. Oh dear. All good. Yeah, it's that way now. I've just realised I think that's the wrong way. Do you know what? It doesn't matter. We can still see it. Okay, so that's in there. So now what I want to do is I want to go stitch around this, but I don't want to stitch, or actually I might glue the whole thing down, stitch around it and then glue the whole thing down. Okay, instead of gluing, I decided to stitch it around the edge too and around that. So if we now bring in our book, my journal, oh, that's just so cute as is. But that heart really needs to stick down. I need like, I'll put something on. I need that to go underneath it. And I'm trying to work out, do I want it more so that it's at the bottom so you see the top of the flower? Like so, which gives it a bit more interest, or do I want it so that you can't really see much of the flower, or maybe just an edge of the flower, because it's not quite big enough to cover it all, but down, do have the red there. I think I like it that way. I think I like it further down here. So I'm going to glue this onto the page first, like so. I mean, you could do all sorts of love letters, couldn't you? You could do like a romantic one like me, or you could do a love letter to your crafting, because, you know, we love, that's not over far enough. We love our crafts to your favorite things. I mean, I'm using some of my favorite things in here. I'm using tea bags and stitching and alcohol inks and inks and the papers that I love. I'm using some of my favorite ones of those. I was tempted, I will say. I may not be very romantic, but if you've been here for any length of time, you will know that I'm I'm completely obsessed with my cats. And I did, when I saw Love Letter, immediately I thought, you know what? I haven't actually got my cats in here. Normally my cats end up in something that I'm making journal-wise, or even my Marguerite Miller collages and things like that. I mean, we've got a quirky cat as one of the prompts, and I was going to use them for that and then didn't. So I was tempted to use my cats because, yes, that's just how crazy I am. But I went, no, not today. Today you will actually do something romantic. Okay, now I'm wondering if, I'm going to move that to the side. This is very sort of not doing much inside here. So I'm going to, I think, use, this is going to be, I think, this way. And I want to use, this is from the Tim Holtz Entomology stamp set. And we've got all the words around, you know, the song. So I just thought to bring in a bit of interest in here, why don't we bring in some of the word stamping too? And I was using my VersaFine Vintage Sepia there. So that's going to be like that. Now, I hear you say, you're talking about these photos. What are they? Well, I have this that we took a little while ago. And we love these. If we go out for our little dates and things, or we're doing something, I do really love just popping into the photo booths and just taking some random photos. And this is very us. We always do funny faces. Like even in the kids, we'll say, everyone take a simple, nice one. Everyone do a cute one. Everyone put a funny face. So it is very, very us. I don't know why I picked this one for Valentine's Day, because it wasn't actually for Valentine's Day at all. But maybe it was just the best out of a bad bunch in that photo booth. So I thought this would be very, very cute to pop into that particular envelope, but we are going to do it, I don't know, we might have to like we're also cutting off the green bits, so that's good because I don't want that. But yeah, we just love photo booths. I know they're still very retro and everyone does digital pictures and stuff, but I just think it was something you would always do when you were younger, that you would go to a photo booth. I mean, they're much more than that, and have your picture taken. So I have this scrap, this deliciously yummy piece of scrap tea-dyed pepper. It's obviously been used to do something on that side, but I want to just trim it. I think it needs to be straighter. And then we're going to trim it, and then that's going to fit inside the envelope. Just realised I think I want some ribbon as well. I will sort that all out in a minute. Okay. Cute, cute, cute. And which way do I want it? Because this is lovely and yummy. And these will fit on there. But I was actually going to do them sideways because I thought it might look better coming out sideways. But now I realise that might be too small. Oh, how annoying. Let me grab another piece. Okay, I had another thought. We're not going to do tea stain paper. I've used some of this in my other pieces, other pages, other prompts, and it's got all these beautiful, like, it's got reds and greens and mica and blues. Felt like I was singing the rainbow song then. Red and yellow and pink and blue, blah 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 blah, you know that one. And I'm thinking, first of all, we're going to trim it again. Love this stuff. And again, using something I love and using up one of the scraps that's been from the other pieces. But this will look so great as the background. It will give a bit of interest. So, because the first one's going to be cut down, let's do it to there. Oh yes, this will give a lot more interest. I was getting a bit worried about how I was going to decorate these, but I think this will work really well. So, we're just going to go with it. We're going to roll with it. See? It was meant to be. Can I see that from the other side? I can if I do this. Yeah. Because it'll be easier to cut it this way. But this is just some baking paper that I've used underneath when I've been inking and spraying things. And I love using it in my journal. I love the sound of it. I love the texture of it. And obviously, if you've then used it for lots of interesting bits and pieces, then you get all these fun things. Now, I'm just wondering, sorry, I'm looking for my pencil. I'm just wondering, I want to kind of bend it kind of there. So I'm going to grab my scoreboard and we're going to just use this for the first bend. Where did I put it? Ah, there it is. We're just going to use this. Gosh, this scoreboard's so cold. It's been down on the floor out of the way. So I think that's why it's so cold. Right, and we're going to bend that. And we're going to need 2 bends. So now I'm going to grab my little ruler, because we don't need it perfect. Oh, I just realised what I might have wanted on the other thing. Actually, we can still do it, so it's not a problem. I'm going to bend that. That's going to be down. This is going to bend this way. So then this will bend this way. And before I chop anything, let's just make sure, shall we, that it's all going to be. So that'll be down. We'll have one there. So we need one more bend. It doesn't have to be perfect, but there we go. All right then. I think that's everything. Let's trim that. I was thinking, I don't think I have any ribbon near me. Again, everything got put away for Christmas. So a lot of things are not in their exact places. Most of the important stuff is, but other things are a bit... Oh, are you kidding me? That's what washi's for. Actually, that's what the Tim Holtz fake tape, the faux Tim Holtz tape is for. That's what that is for. Because it will also fit with the style. So let's, why is that at a weird angle? Let's put this on here. Right. See, you can tell I haven't crafted for a while. And making crafting boo-boos. But that is okay. Because we're also fixing crafting boo-boos. Need to make some more of this tape. And I'm hoping it will stick, because I actually normally put it on parchment as a way to be able to pull it off, and I've only just thought of that. So we'll see. We'll see. Now let's bend all of these again. Like so. And like so. Right, so they're then folded. That's what that is. Where's the envelope gone to? Okay, So we need, I'm trying to work out which side I like best. I feel like I like the blue side best. But maybe I want that as the last one. No, I want that this one. And we are going to stick, where are the others? Some pictures. That makes me chuckle a lot. Why have I got an extra one? That will go down like that, and then that will be folded like that. Why did I make myself an extra one? Were you guys shouting that at me? Were you like, Belle, why are you making an extra one? You have enough. I didn't hear you. Sorry if you were shouting at me. Nope, didn't hear that at all. Okay, need to just trim this a little bit more. Who would have thought that this, which should be the easiest bit of the whole thing, is the bit that's given me the most grief? Okay, so I'm wondering if I want these stitched on here. And I think I do, just because I like that effect. So the first thing I'm going to do is just roughly, I love that, this one. Actually, I think I might put that one on the outside. It just makes me smile. It's very us as a couple. It is very us. As I said, we do it with our kids too. Like, everyone pull a funny face now. I mean, that's what photos are for. You can do the lovely ones that you normally send out to family and stuff, or put up for everyone else to see. But we like to do the weird ones. So I'm going to go stitch around that. Okay, so I stitched around all of those. And before we put it in, I pulled out the Tim Holtz Tiny Text Remnant Rub-Ons TH93695. And I've pulled them out in white because there's a lot of blue on here, and I love using the white ones. And I'm going to put, first of all, we're going to put the XOs on here because, as I said, little kisses. So we're going to put that on there. Like so. I just love the white ones. I really do. I keep saying it, but, you know. And we're going to put love on this one, and we're going to do them down this side because it just works out better. And obviously the word is going to be you. Oh my goodness, who am I? Honestly, this is so not me. But it's cute. And the great thing about these little photo booth ones is, normally I would highly recommend that you take copies of any photos you're going to use in your crafts, especially vintage ones. Isn't that cute? But because these are, what's the word? Just photo ones, and we have quite a few. It really doesn't matter. I can use the actual real ones. Normally, if we take photo booth ones, I actually put them in my personal journal and journal about what we did that day and things like that. So these, I don't mind using the real ones of these. Do you know, I still think some of that mica powder's coming off this. Honestly, I've been watching Barbara's videos that she did before Christmas and that, all around Christmas, and catching up, because I didn't even do any video watching over the Christmas period either. And I was watching some of Barbara's videos, and she was using mica powder and mica sprays, the Tim Holtz ones, and I just don't know how she can use them. She's like, oh, they're dry now, and I'm thinking, dry? Mine never dry. I've had this discussion in other videos, and yes, I've heard the hairspray and used the mica microclays. I mean, wouldn't it be cute to put some words in here too? That would be cute. I need to think about that, because I've got quite a few. I've got my happy place and things like that. That'd be really nice. Live out loud. This very moment. Love this life, live out loud. I think I'm going to do that, but I'll do it off camera. Oh my goodness, I think I found the one thing these Tim Holtz rub-ons don't like. They go on acetate and everything, but I don't know if it's the ink or the fact that it's parchment, but they kept coming off, and I've missed the I and the S off this. So it should say, love this life, live out loud, and they're all wibbly wobbly because they just did not want to go down. But I'm going to go back in with my pen and sort that out. Now this will flip down here, and this is going to be over here. Now we need a magnet, so we need one here. Yes, I love using magnets. So unless, no, we're going to do it there. I was going to do it underneath, but I'm not going to do that. So if this is going to go here, we definitely need it about there. Normally this isn't the way I do magnets, so why am I doing it a way that I don't normally do it? Explain that to me, guys. So I have these, again, they're just scraps that were in my stash. I'm really trying to use my scraps up. So I used this for the black and white photo. Got another one of these. And then this was in my stash, I think left over from something I did for Oddtober. And it says, yes, my darling. And I thought, well, doesn't that work well with this? So we're going to put that on there, I think. We're just going to layer up a few little bits. And then this here. And then, so I want to bring this in. It's cute. I like it. And then, where's it gone to? When this is then closed, I want this to have the magnet on it. Oh, well, if we put it that side, and the magnet could be over here. Okay, that's what we're going to do. We're going to have the magnet here. And then... oh my goodness. If you don't know, I love using magnets. And then I think what I'm going to do is, normally I would put washi or a bit of paper. Like I could take a tiny bit of this paper on there. But I think I want to bring in a little bit of this tape because I still have some. So I really need to make a lot more. Let's just bring in some of the tape, shall we? And put that over the magnet. Because it will go with the tape on the inside. We'll still see some of the magnet, but I don't mind that. And then this is going to go on there, which means... oh no, normally I would do it a certain way. I can't do it that way. Okay, let's think about this. What am I going to do? What am I going to do? We might just put the magnet on here. So it's about here. So yeah, this is not my usual magnet technique, but that is okay. What I do need to work out is if it's that way like that, that bit sticks up. So this, sorry, I'm thinking out loud in my head, but not being very helpful to you guys. Needs to go on like that. And then that should still, yeah, that still sticks. Perfect. Okay, and let's bring in a bit more of the tape because, again, why not? It fits with the rest of the theme we now have. This has gone in a direction I wasn't seeing, but that's okay. And then this really needs to be stuck to the other one. Needs to be stuck down. So we're going to do it like that. And that's going to stick on there. I'm going to lift this up, move it out. And then any of this bit needs to be stuck down. Like so. And then that keeps that in place. Oh, I love it. All right, and now what we're going to do is, my pocket letter's trying to escape. We're going to bring this in and we're going to put this on here. But my problem was that won't hold in place. Once that's on there, that's quite bulky. So what I was thinking, because, you know, like we haven't done enough already today. I was thinking of bringing in like a tab, and again I just pulled a load out that are in my stash. I wanted a double tab for this one just because we're going to see it roughly both sides. I was going to bring in a tab. That needs trimming. And then I was going to have a tab also on this side. That's not going to work very well. Hold on. We're going to work this out. We're going to get this to where it needs to be. So I was going to bring the tab here, maybe up the top. That might look quite good up the top. And then another tab here. And I was going to tie them together. But do you know what? That's not really going to work because that's all the way over. I could also trim this one. I don't want to trim it too much because I need it to be able to take the brad. And would that look weird on there? A brad and little ribbon. I think that'll work. Do I like that one though, or do I like a different one? Like something like this might look better. Let's try that. Like so. I'm just going to cut it down. Let's try that one. I think I just prefer this one because it has more to it. That's what I think. Right, now let's get some brads on here. We can deal with the ribbon in a minute. Unless I want it further down, we could have it down here. Like so. That would hold it better, I think, if it was down there rather than up here. Okay, let's do that. Let's just get the brad. I think we're going to go for a small one this time. Where'd it go? It's still there, Belle. That's where it is. Okay, now these never work properly, these small brads, and I'm trying to work out what colours I say as I go. Yes, we're going for a small brad. I'm trying to work out what colour brad I would like. We could have a pop of red again, because I do have some red ones. So we could have a pop of red. I've got a metallic red one. And we could have another red too. Or we could come in with maybe a black-ish, blacky brown. We could put the red on the larger one here. I need to make sure I've got a little bit of ribbon that's going to go through all of that. I don't know, these were cheap, these brads. I can't even remember where I picked them up from now, but they don't always go flat. Oh, that one did, so that was good. Let's have the darker one on there, like so. I hope this one goes all the way through. That doesn't sound like it. No, it did, it did. Okay, cool. It'll look a bit horrible on the other side, but we don't mind too much. I just need it to work now because it's getting dark. That always reminds me of that children's thing as well. In the dark, dark house, there's the dark, dark stair, and then the up the dark. You know that one? I'm not just talking randomly to myself. So, like so. We'll let those glue whilst we come in with this lovely chunky thing. So we've got our envelope flip and we've got our secret love letter because we've got our photos. And you know, we say letter, but A letter can be anything, guys. It can be photographs. It can be whatever you want to send someone. Kind of want that over to the edge because I don't want to see the end of that. And then that will close. Let me find a ribbon. Okay, I've got a couple of options. Now, I was thinking of bringing in some red and green, but I've got this like greeny orange sari silk that I thought it's still actually quite chunky. I think it needs to be cut in half. I thought that might work here because it'll pick up some of those vintage colours while giving us a pop of colour. We only need a tiny bit to go through here. And another bit's got to go. I should have threaded it on here beforehand. Let's pull it off. I can always glue it back down. Okay, so that will tie up nicely. And there we will have our envelope flip with our secret love letter of the lyrics to the song that I love. I don't think that needs anything else added to. Then this will open up. And then we'll have these photos come out too. And then they say things on the other side, like so. And then it will tie together. It will tie together with the sari silk. Just a little knot will do. I may change that up. We'll see. But there we go, guys. What do we think? I really like it. I think there's more I could add to it. But one, this video is getting super long. And two, I just think it's okay as is. You don't have to add loads of things. I may come in and add some more words. I'm trying to find a pen. I've had all my pens. I've been doing this in pencil. And there we have envelope flip and secret love letter, because the song is a love letter and it just looks like a normal, like, cute little decorative page with this old couple on there. I think I might put a word down there too. But then when you actually open it up, it's got all the photos of me and my partner in there. So I really like how this has come together. A few things went a bit wrong, but we fixed it, and that's the most important thing. And tomorrow, oh no, tomorrow is going to be our final prompt. So I will see you then, but thank you so much for watching. Please do like, subscribe and comment. I really appreciate it. And I'll be back soon with another video. Until then, wherever you are in the world, I hope you're having lots and lots of crafty fun. Bye for now.